I can only echo the remarks of everyone about this gorgeous weather that we're experiencing this morning. I want to thank the mayor of the District of Columbia, Mayor Vincent Gray, for being here, and the county executive of Prince George's County, Sharon Baker, for being here as well. I want to thank Mike Golden and Andy Bertamini of Wells Fargo, whom we're partnering with. And I have the luxury a little bit later to introduce a friend of mine and a colleague, Reverend Jim Dickerson of Manna. We've heard about the City Lift program, the investment of Wells Fargo at the threshold that they're investing at, and what it's going to do for so many families. NeighborWorks America has been working to support these types of investments and activities across America for close to 35 years. We were created by Congress in 1978. We're funded through the federal appropriations process, and we invest in more than 239 organizations across the United States in all 50 states, Puerto Rico, and the District of Columbia, Manna being one of those organizations. Successful home ownership is what we're talking about here today. And I like arithmetic too. As a CFO, I could only make sure that I weave some of that into my comments, but it's important. We know hundreds of families are going to transform houses into homes. We know that homes are something that's very sensitive in terms of what the word means, in that long-term sustainable home ownership is actually a product of the amount of investment in education on the front end. County executive just talked about that, to prepare borrowers for what they're getting into. And then the third component for us is long-term sustainable home ownership leads to the desired outcome of stable communities. We've seen what the last 6 years has brought in the housing arena, and affordability was challenged through that crisis. This is a tremendous investment that we're speaking of today that's going to help do something about the crisis, and also this region's effort in trying to restore some of the community stabilization that's desired. Since January, we worked with Wells Fargo to bring Lyft to 11 cities throughout the country. Washington, D.C. is number 12, and we're proud to be a partner with Wells in doing this. We're proud to partner with our local governments, both city and county, to make this a reality for our region. All applicants for City Lift down payment grants will receive the home buyer education and counseling through our local NeighborWorks affiliate, Manna Inc. The Reverend Jim Dickerson, the founder and chairman of the board of Manna, is here, and it is my distinct pleasure to introduce him. I'm going to help the mayor and the county exec with a little factoid that's interesting and is personal about me. I met Reverend Jim some years ago, and he said to me, he said, "Mike," he said, "tell me something about yourself." And I said, "You know, Reverend Jim, I actually am supportive and love the work that NeighborWorks America does all across this country. It's personal to me. It's actually the right thing to do." I said, "But if you really want to know something about me, I'd care even deeper about what we do here locally. I am a native of Washington, D.C. I was born and raised in Washington, D.C., a product of Ward 8, and I am currently a resident of Prince George's County. And so for me, today, in my professional capacity as the CFO of NeighborWorks America, I'm pleased to be here, but I am deeply pleased in my personal capacity as a local through and through. And it's generational locality because both of my parents are local as well, D.C. and Maryland. They both were born in the 1920s here. So I am absolutely pleased to bring to this podium the Reverend Jim Dickerson, whom I've worked beside personally, shoulder to shoulder, just as recently as June during the neighborhood cleanup where we were walking with green trash bags. And we have been committed together, with Manna being a part of the NeighborWorks network, and then personally through our own commitment to the right things in life that benefit others, that really turn the corner when it comes to the outcomes we desire. So Jim, if you could come on up, I'll yield the podium to you, because I know you have great words that you want to tell about this work you're doing. Thank you.